Hey everybody, this is Wendy. Welcome. I'm very excited that you're here today. I wanted to share with you 3 cards that we made for my team's creative rally. Every month I get together with my team online on our exclusive Facebook group and we create fun cards together. They are what we call make and takes. So I package them all up and I mail them to them if they want them, and then they put them together. And so these are the make and takes for this month. There's 3 of them, and they're all designed around Easter or spring, which is so fun because it's spring and Easter time, right? So I wanted them to be able to use these cards in their business or just for themselves, and have it be appropriate to the season. So the cards come in packets like this, and then they just basically assemble and stamp. And so this first card here is cut at 4¼ by 11 inches, and it's a top folding card. And then I have a piece of Daffodil Delight Designer Series paper from the big paper stacks. This is from the Brights paper stack, and it is cut at 4⅛ by 5�3. And then I'm going to do some sponging, some ink sponging, and I'm going to use Soft Sky ink. Soft Sky ink has been kind of my go-to ink lately. I don't know why. It's just been my go-to ink. I just really like it recently. Inks do that. Every once in a while I kind of get obsessed with a color, and that's what happens. And so you're going to see something you don't normally see me do here. So I didn't have any sponges with me. So if you follow my videos, you know that I do not craft in the same area that I film. It's in a separate room. And so what happens is sometimes when I'm moving the items from the craft area to the room area, I forget little items like a sponge to do my inking. So I improvised and I pulled half of that paper towel off and stuck it in the ink and used it as a sponge, and it worked. It gave me a pretty uneven coating there for my sky, but sky's not always perfectly smooth, right? We have clouds and stuff like that, so it turned out just fine. So the little grass pieces, all of these cards were made using the basket bundle, basket bunch bundle. Say that 5 times fast. So this is the grass, and it's cut in wild wasabi. And I take that back. I'm sorry. This is cut out of pear pizzazz. It's kind of a more limey green. So I cut 2 of them, and I'm just going to adhere them down using my fast fuse, and that will hold those guys in place, and then we'll add our flowers and stuff. But anyway, really fun to sometimes forget a tool when I'm doing a video because it does allow me to improvise. And so I was able to improvise and use the paper towel, and I never would have known a paper towel would work until I tried it. So there you go. There's always success and failure, right? So now I've got the little pieces that are pre-cut for the daffodil, and I'm going to stamp those in pear pizzazz right over the top. And these stamps are clear, so I'm able to see through and line them up on the dies. We have daffodils blooming here all over the place right now. We actually have, I live in Northern California, and we actually have this place called Daffodil Hill. And I'll be honest, I don't really know how it came to be, but somebody decided it would be a good idea to plant daffodils all over this side of this place. And it's got like an old barn, and there's a place there that you can have lunch and picnic and stuff. I go there every once in a while, once every 5 years. It's really not my favorite thing to do, to be honest, to go look at the flowers, but lots of people love to do it, and people come from all over to go see it. So I guess I'm just spoiled and take it for granted that it's there. But that's when I was making this card, I actually thought of that. I thought, oh, Daffodil Hill's probably blooming right now. Always blooms around springtime or March. So I am just going to stamp now on my daffodil to give it some definition, and this will create all the lines of the flower. And again, all this was pre-cut and provided in the package, so all they had to do is just assemble this, which is really nice when you are busy trying to prep stuff for classes and different things like that. This really is a great way to be able to have a few things prepped for you without having to stress out over it. Have some samples. I have to take a drink real quick. I'm fighting a cold, I think. Excuse me. And yeah, it's either allergies or a cold, because everything under the sun is blooming here. Literally, like, our trees are blooming out. We have lots of oak trees, and we have tons of flowers, and it's just Northern California is all in bloom. And so I just really am not sure if I'm getting a cold or if it's simply allergies from all the stuff deciding to bloom at one time. And we've had like rain and rain and rain and rain for days. So, by the way, I'm stamping this in wild wasabi. And so now it's like everything's just going crazy because it hasn't bloomed. So I'm going to now adhere this little panel that I created with the flower onto the front of this card base. And then the little sentiment that I stamped, I'm going to add that across the bottom of the card right here to kind of cover up the messy area where the seams in the grass come together, and then the bottom of the daffodil. So it kind of just looks like it's growing out of the flower and you can't see the bottom of all that. You could put a bunny there. You could put a basket, an Easter basket. You could do all kinds of things. I just chose to do a sentiment and keep it simple. Okay, so that's it on that card. First card, done. Check. Let's move on. So, the next card that we're going to do, I have to clean all this stuff up. So the next card that we are going to do, by the way, while I'm talking and going through all this, I just do want to remind you that we are on the end of celebration. So if you are interested in purchasing the starter kit from Stampin' Up, it is $99. You get to choose $125 in product, plus you get 2 free stamp sets, and the shipping is free. And once you purchase the starter kit, you do become a demonstrator. You are officially a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. However, that can mean something different for everybody. And what I mean by that is we have lots of people on our team that just do this as a hobby. They purchase their own products at a discount, and they are totally happy with that. We have some people that are doing this to build a business and make extra money. We have people that are doing this to support their own habit. So they sell just enough stuff or have their friends order just enough stuff so that they can pay for their own product, get it for free. Everybody loves free product. And so we have an array. And then we have business builders, people who are doing this to make solid income every month. So we have an array of different type of people on our team, so you would fit in just fine no matter what you decided to do. And so if you're interested in doing that, there is a link below this video you can click on that says join my team, and then there is a link over on my blog on the right hand side that also says join my team, which essentially means you're going to be purchasing the starter kit. So to do that, you just need to sit and pick out $125 in product that you want, plus those 2 free stamp sets valued at any amount, and then you can go ahead and sign up. Okay, so you've seen me using the little eggs here to create a pattern. I stamped wild wasabi at the top, and then soft sky, and then pink pirouette. I have this little 1-inch strip of designer series paper that I am going to layer down onto the card base, and I I didn't end up layering it all the way over because I wanted more of my eggs peeking out. So I'm just going to trim this part away, and then my eggs will be peeking out from underneath. And then I have to just assemble all these little goodies. So I have the little crumb cake basket here that I cut in crumb cake, and its background piece was cut in early espresso along with the bunny. And then I've got a little bow, so I'm just going to assemble those things. While I'm assembling all of this, I wanted to also tell you that every month I offer free card kits for any order over $50 or more. And that card kit is going to be released. The new card kits are going to be released on Wednesday, along with a surprise. So you're going to want to make sure that you tune into that. And then I also provide 12 free tutorials every month for anybody who purchases $50 or more for me using a host code that I provide. I'm pretty stinking excited about the 12 free tutorials because I was asked to be part of a design team to create these tutorials. And they are fabulous people. So we're talking Kylie Bertucci. She creates one of the tutorials, and she is in the top. She is the #1 demonstrator in Australia. Kylie Bertucci, Janica De Jong. I believe she's an artisan team member for Stampin Up, which means she designs for Stampin Up. Who else is on there? Becky Roberts, Inking Idaho. You might be familiar with her. Allison Okamatsu, who is an artisan design team member and also insanely talented. She's part of it. So there's 12 of us. So there are several super talented people that are part of this blog hop or part of this tutorial design team. And we provide great tutorials every month. And the cool thing is they're provided in imperial measurements, which is inches, and metric, which is centimeters. So if you're in the UK and or Australia and you're placing an order with one of these fabulous ladies, you're going to get the tutorial in your measurements. So that's amazing. Okay, and in turn, I am beginning to learn metric measuring system, which I find very handy for myself because I'm going to be able to now provide tutorials with both. So that's cool. And then I've stamped thanks a bunch down at the bottom, and we're done with this card. Super simple, but it is adorable. No, the next one's my favorite. I was going to say I think this is my favorite, but this one is my favorite. How stinking sweet and cute is it? I just love it. And I know it's a very simple, lots of white space, but that's kind of my jam. I love the white space. I really like clean and simple with focal points. It just makes my heart happy. And so that's what I tried to do here. So I am prepping all my pieces here, and I think I've shared with you everything that I need to share with you as far as all the fun stuff going on. I know I've talked about this before, but I'm going to talk about it again really quick since this is a nice long video and I have the opportunity. I wanted to share that Stampin' Up! Will be releasing their retiring product list probably around the end of April. And when they do, it might even be earlier, the stuff on that list sells out quickly. So one of the things that sells out the fastest is the re-inkers for the retiring in colors. And those colors are the Delightful Dijon, Tip Top Taupe, Mint Macaron. The other two are escaping me. Oh my goodness. They left my brain. There's 5 of them. And they are the 2015, 2017 in colors. They are leaving. When they leave, that is it. And so if you want those re-inkers or stamp pads, get them now, because the moment they hit that retiring list, they sell out super fast. And even right now, I think the reinkers are on back order. But if you purchase them, even on back order, they will eventually ship them to you. So you can still order stuff when it's on back order. You'll just get a warning. Hey, this is on back order. So if you're looking to get your hands on any of those colors, I would highly, highly, highly recommend that you do it now. Okay, so we're using wild wasabi here and stamping the grass at the bottom. I'm sorry I keep sniffling. I'm really trying to fight this, whatever this is, off. And then I'm going to stamp my little pieces. Now here's where the video pretty much comes to an end because I totally jacked up my little bunny. I went to stamp him, and because I was worried about putting my head in the video, I did not look straight down over the top of the die cut, and I stamped it all off the edge, and I got ink on it, and it was a big mess. So there's that. I'm using my pumpkin pie marker and my old olive marker to color in the little carrot that will go in his hand. And so essentially I have finished this card except for the bunny, and so now all I'll have to do is assemble it, but you kind of got the gist of what it looked like, so we're not going to worry about that. So there, the little carrot is so cute. And it'll go in the bunny's hand. So you can see the finished card is right here. This is how it will come out. All right. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I know this is a longer than normal video, but I made 3 cards, so not bad for 3 cards. If you want to see more videos from me, you can click on either one of the videos that you see here. If you click on the little round circle that has my face in it, you'll be subscribed to my YouTube channel. Again, my name is Wendy Cranford. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Visit me at my blog, loveandstampin.com. Thanks again. Bye-bye.